guys, it's Mia. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a proper back handspring. But as you guys know, I was a level 10 gymnast, so I think I know a lot about back handsprings because I've been doing them my whole life. Every event besides bars, you have a back handspring in, and I do back handsprings everywhere. This video is perfect for you if you, 1, don't know how to do a back handspring yet, 2, have a back handspring but it's really sloppy, or 3, you kind of have a back handspring but you're really nervous to go for it. Anyway, let me show you guys how to do a proper back handspring.
Okay guys, the first thing that you want to do is get a soft, squishy mat. It can be an air mattress, a normal mattress, a bunch of pillows with blankets, anything soft that you can land on. The first thing I'm going to do is jump to my back with the positions you need to be in for the back handspring. First, I'm going to start with my arms up, and I'm going to stay very tight, keep my abs tight and everything tight. I'm going to bend at this position here, and I'm going to jump, throw my arms back. For a back handspring, you need to have your arms be the first thing that hits the ground, because I see a lot of people that do back handsprings and they keep their arms here, and it's a really ugly back handspring and they're just like that. So you want your arms to be the first thing behind you. Start with my arms up, swing down and throw. See how I practice throwing my arms as hard as I could? Make sure you do that because that is very important. I'm just going to do that a couple more times. Once you have got comfortable with that, we are going to move on to the next step. So now we're going to get used to the feeling of putting our arms on the ground. Start up, down, and just go like that. Once I've got comfortable with those steps, I am going to go for the back handspring. It doesn't have to be good. It can be super ugly. All you have to do is first get used to the motion of it, and then we can fix it all later once you're not scared. So we are going to take those 2 steps that we just did and put them together. The last one, getting your arms back. The first one, jumping. I am going to do this bad on purpose just so you can see like what you need to do. I'm going to put barely any effort into it. I'm going to pretend I'm scared. Just go back. Ready? So you have your arms up, down, back. That's all you need to do. Once you have got that, then you are good. Just keep practicing that until you're not scared anymore. Also, when you do a back handspring, back tuck, or anything backwards, if you're gonna do it, you have to go for it. The worst thing you can do is decide, oh, I'm not gonna do it, and then land on your neck, because I see a lot of people do that and get like really hurt. So if you're going for it, fully go for it. You guys may think it is harder to do a back handspring up onto a mat, and yes, it is harder to do it onto a mat, but when you're first learning, it is really good to practice getting your arms back as fast as you can, and it's just way safer, because if I go like this, watch, I'm perfectly fine. See, you can do anything and mess up and not get hurt. That's why you need to practice on a squishy mat, and it should be a little bit taller. It shouldn't be lower. If you are nervous to go from the floor up onto a mat, I totally get it. Just stack some mats and then do it onto there. Make sure the mats are sturdy and not wobbly. Your first attempt, don't worry about the form. Just make sure you're tight so you don't hurt your shoulders when you land, and make sure to just jump back and go for it. It doesn't matter how ugly it is, just literally whip your body back. You got it. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm doing it for the first time. All I gotta do is whip my body back. See? So easy. And look, if your arms don't make it, this is the worst that can happen. And it does not hurt. If you do not feel confident at all, make sure you have either a parent, a friend, a sibling, have them spot you through the motions for the first couple of tries. For this step, you want to just really focus on getting back and just keep doing it until you're not scared at all. This is probably one of the most important steps. If you want to do a step out, just go to the handstand and then step down. So once my hands hit the floor, I'm just going to split and step down. As you see, the more professional people, when they do it, they split early, but you don't do that yet because you might split too early. Just focus on the normal back handspring and then the step down. The normal back handspring, and at the last second, I just step down. Once you do those for a long time, that is obviously not how you want to do a back handspring step out. You obviously want to split a lot earlier, but this is just for the beginning practicing. Okay, now you're going to get rid of your super duper squishy mat and make it a bit of a harder mat. Don't worry about how pretty it is. Just make sure you're tight and just go. Do not hesitate. This probably seems a lot scarier to you guys than the squishy one, but honestly, when you do it, it is the exact same. It's actually way easier because doing a back handspring to such a soft surface is like weird, like if you land weird. This is much easier. It might look a little scarier at first, but don't worry, it is the exact same. Once you have done this a couple of times, just going through the motions, you want to start working on your form. Really worry about right now, keeping your arms up by your ears. You don't want your arms to be like this. That is really bad. It's ugly and just not right. So keep your arms up. You also don't want to angle. This is a very bad angle. You want them either up or behind a little bit. You never want them like this, because look, it's so bad in so many ways. One, it can hurt your shoulders. Two, it's ugly, and yeah, just don't do it like that. So this is an example of what not to do with your arms. See what I did there? I did not throw my arms back. I stopped at about right here, and I just flipped it back. You want to throw your arms back so hard and so fast. Your arms should be the first thing that touch the ground. It shouldn't be your head that gets there first, your arms. And also in your back handspring, make sure you stay tight the whole time. If you stay tight in your arms and your stomach, it's most likely that your legs are going to be tight. If your arms and stomach are loose, most likely your legs are going to be bent and loose. So just practice on thinking everything tight, jump back, throw your arms back, push off and straighten your leg. Once you get used to doing the back handsprings a bunch of times on this, we are going to take away the soft mat and roll out this mat. Okay guys, this is probably looking a lot more scary than the other setup because the other setup was squishy and everything, but don't worry, this is the exact same thing, I promise. Just keep in mind everything I told you. Start with your arms up, swing them down, throw your arms back, stay tight, and you'll be fine. If you stay tight, everything will be fine. If you're nervous at first, get an adult, friend, whoever, and have them spot you, and then have them less spot you. But if you could do the last setup, you can definitely do this. The arms up, down, and you did it! Your first back handspring is probably gonna look a little bit like this. But that's okay because you did it, and once you're not scared, you can work on your form. Now, since you have your back handspring, you're just going to keep practicing it and perfect it. So two-legged back handsprings are a little bit awkward if you're not doing like a back tuck, a full, or some trick out of it, because it's a scale where you want to punch. So if you want to learn a back handspring step out, all you got to do is just, step. It's actually a lot easier. Once you have your 2 foot, you're going to practice doing the 2 foot, and then at the last second, just step down. Basically, the only difference is coming down like this and coming down like that. Once you get used to doing this, you can practice doing it earlier. Maybe go to a squishy mat first, and you will have your back handspring step out. We don't need this mat, so let's take it away.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this helped you with your back handspring. Comment down below if this helped you with your back handspring. Bye!